gotta learn how to play this. This is a Jew's harp. And this is Homohues Antiques at the Farm of the Good Food. This is Susan Manilock's farm. She's in the film. And this is her antique shop, and she gifted me this Jew's harp. Yeah, so this is the first time that Susan has seen the film. I'm here visiting to show her the film for the first time, and it was really interesting to get her thoughts. She's seen it twice, and the theme that she's come back to is that you cannot do this without family support. Family, parents, brothers, sisters, kids, uncles, but especially spousal support. And I mean, she's right. And that's not all that common in our society now. You know, you sort of grow up thinking you're going to do a job, and you know, we still have marriage as an institution, but there's very few marriages where you go in and you go into business together, which is essentially what this farm is. Susan has gone into business, and she has a farm, and she has this antique shop, and the two aren't necessarily separate. That was also a lesson from the film. I think in the film I say, I've been at the Farm of the Good Food for almost a month. I was having trouble figuring out what farming is all about. But I had the sort of the wrong idea about what the farm is. This is part of the farm. You know, it's an antique shop. People come and they buy antiques. There's no growing food or animals about it. But it's on a farm. It is part of what her farm has become. And I think farming is like that. You don't just do one thing. And I think that's part of why you need that spousal, that family support, is you have so many different things to do, and none of them are really a focus. You do all of them. And if a customer comes to knock on the door and she's calving, well, too bad. But that's kind of the way that life is on the farm. So that's been my week in central Alberta. Next week, I'm headed east to Nathan Eschpeter's farm in Daysland, Alberta. I have a screening with 60 junior high kids. This is going to be a test. You know, preteens and teenagers, they're a tough crowd. If you don't get them interested or they think you're full of shit, they will let you know. Yeah, if they don't like my film, it's going to be tough. So we'll see if I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe if you like these little videos or you want to follow my tour. You can also sign up for my newsletter. Yeah, if you know someone somewhere in Canada that wants to host a screening, I'm on tour for the year. So, yeah, send them my way and I will bring the film to you.